you know.
I'm gonna warn you, it's kind of messed up.
So it's okay.
Oh, you're recording.
We gotta start somewhere.
Boy, I wish I would have done my hair. This is the space. I'll show you here. And it's kind of hard to see without any light on. So this is the space. This will be the waiting room. It's you know, it's done, and all the furniture's set up the way that I'm going to have it. You know, I'm going to tell my students' parents, just kind of make your way over there by the well, the debris. Watch out for slivers there. Anyway, so this will be the waiting room, and the lighting. You can see the lighting in here is going to be the drop ceiling, and the lighting is going to stay the same. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some floor lamps, put them in there, and do kind of a low light. Make it real comfortable, and get a little end table with some coffee, like a coffee pot and some different snacks and stuff. The idea is that people walk into Phil Halstead Music and they go, wow, this is a place I want to hang out. So here's what we're looking at here. We're looking at a brand new ceiling tile system that was done with these 2 feet by 2 feet or 2.5 feet by 2.5 feet Luan, birch Luan sheets, and they're staggered tiling. So anyway, this pillar was unexposed before I came in, and we just did some demolition on it and exposed it. So it's pretty rock and roll. Kind of reminds me of you know, being on a New York subway. That's kind of the attitude that I'm going for. So think New York subway. Put maybe a guy who's just standing here, you know, loitering, like I'm doing right now, you know, wasting time and just standing here going nowhere. So anyway, you get the feeling, right? Hey, how you doing? So anyway, come on in here. There's obviously there's a window that's right here. So I have an open window, open door policy with all of my students, especially with the young students. We want to make sure that the parents are fully aware of what's going on in here at all times. Just want the parents to be as involved in the process, the learning process, as possible. So anyway, so what we've done is we took the drop ceiling out, and we've exposed this piping, again, to give it kind of more of an industrial look. So if you look at the piping here, that's going to stay as is. We're putting double sheetrock. This is just a single sheet of it's 1/2 inch sheetrock here. We're going to put another one extended all the way to the ceiling, and that's for soundproofing. Before this was done, if you turn around right here, you can see that the wall doesn't go up all the way. That's the way it was on this wall as well. And it was like, and these are bathrooms, by the way. So if somebody's in the John, they can hear every word you're saying. So in essence, they're getting a free lesson. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to figure out a way to charge the people who use the restroom so that they pay for lessons as well. Because I'm not real comfortable with somebody sitting in there taking notes. You know, that's intellectual property right there. So it'll be almost soundproof. It'll be sound resistant is what we call that. And anyway, so where I'm standing right now, right here, this is where the desk is going to go. And it's going to face out this way. So all of the lessons, as you're sitting there, or standing there where the camera's at, maybe a little closer, but that's where the students are going to be. Because what you want is as you're recording, as you're talking, you want the sound waves to go at some really unique angles. So what we do is we kind of compensate by not being facing a wall. We're facing a corner so that the sound waves are bouncing off at kind of an angle. So anyway, this scaffolding was donated by Mike Norton. Good guy. I teach his son Frank. Hi Frank. That's who brought this in, and that's been very helpful. So, you know, as far as color scheme, if you look at the floor, it's kind of a blue carpet. We're ripping this all out. Actually, there's a carpet guy coming in to do it. We're going to rip that all out, and I will grab a sample of that new carpet. So the new carpet, and this is kind of dirty, but this is going to be the new carpet. It's kind of got some reds and some tans in there, and we're going to do an off-white on the walls. The really cool thing we've got 2 sets of these flexible track lights. And so it just gives kind of a really cool, almost retro 1930s, 1920s ambient look. These are halogen bulbs, so they've got a really nice glow to them. They're not obnoxious like the fluorescent ones, and they're not as power inefficient as like the incandescent ones. You know, we've come a long way since Thomas Edison. You know, he would have been really amazed by this. He would have went, okay, now I need to go back to the drawing board and figure out how this is done. So it would have been like, after 20,000 tries, he invented the light bulb. I mean, that's how far we've come with this. You know, in this flexible track lighting, let's say I want to make an S or a P on the ceiling, I can do that in this shape, and it'll light up in the shape of a P or an S. You know, or I could do, because I've got 2 sets, I can do LP for Lincoln Pool. I mean, the initials are virtually limitless. So anyway, that's the lighting, and one of the last things that we're going to do is we're going to triple pane this glass with some plexiglass sheets over this. So it'll be triple pane. It should be also fairly sound resistant. Hi, Lincoln! You can hear me, can't you? That would be a lot less once these plexiglass sheets are up. So.
It's an honor to be a part of this, and I know that, Phil, you're going to spread knowledge of music to all the people who come in here and who are lucky enough to take lessons from you.
Thanks.
You're a natural-born teacher, so I'm just happy to be a part of.
Well, Fulcrum Point Services was responsible for doing this space, and Mike Bethke.
Let's see how it turns out before we start assessing blame. And,
yeah. Listen, Mike, thank you for all your hard work. I mean, again, this was your brainchild, your construction, and you're really the guy with the magic. I mean, that's it's just amazing. So we just wanted to say thank you, and this is what I could use a lot of people's prayers for. Is there's a space next door, and as I grow, maybe take on another teacher or 2, we acquire that space, and it becomes kind of like a multi-suite. I mean, it's already sweet, but it's multi-suite if we get that space. So anyway, I hope that you've learned something today about Phil Halstead music. Sign up for lessons. We have a lot of fun. We take it seriously, but we do have a lot of fun. The sprinkler head, if that gets hit, there's going to be like 80 gallons of water in here within seconds. This is a flood-prone room because of this, so we put that coffee cup there to kind of protect it. And you know, if you're a fire marshal or whatever, that is going to come down. I mean, we recognize that that's not fire compliant, so anyway, we're not keeping that. Thank you. God bless. Good night.